Chapter 10. All Wrapped Up. Arx cleared his throat.
It would seem that the Liopleurodon's memory has returned, he said. It must be the shock he got from the force field.
No one keeps me locked up, roared Don Leo. Forget the whisperfish. I'll eat every one of you when I get out of here. Oh, dear, sighed Teggs. We've dealt with one monster. Now here's another one to take its place. There's not a prison built that can hold me, growled Don Leo. And I'll prove it. He swam at top speed towards the side of the pin and bashed it over and over. The wall was thick, but soon cracks were starting to show. Cripes was trembling.
He's going to get out into the open sea. Well, think of the damage he could cause.
We'll just have to stop him, said Teggs simply. Cripes, Iggy, let's head for the super sub. Fast. With a final roar of rage, Don Leo smashed a huge hole in the side of the pin. Now I'm going to eat everyone on this planet, he yelled. Not so fast, shouted Teggs from the super sub. First, you'll have to deal with a couple of Astrosaurs. With that, Iggy turned the super sub around and revved the dung-powered engines right in Don Leo's furious face. Oh, that tastes revolting, Don Leo spluttered. I'll get you for that. The super sub sped away with the Liopleurodon hot on its heels. All right, Cripes, said Teggs. Where's the nearest floating factory?
About 3 miles north, said Cripes. But it's a brand new building. We've only just put all the machines in.
Perfect, cried Teggs. Well away from the whisperfish. Iggy, get us there at top speed.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Iggy grinned. But though the super sub roared through the seawater at a blistering speed, Don Leo was gaining on them. We must keep ahead of him, Iggy, urged Teggs. Cripes pointed to a big block of metal ahead of them.
There's the floating factory.
Does it have a packing room? Asked Teggs. You know, like the one I got trapped in on the wreck?
Sure it does, said Cripes. Iggy, head for the intake pipe around the side. It'll take you straight there. But I don't see...
No time for explanations now, said Teggs, as they shot into the pipe and into the loading area. I'm getting off. Park the sub and wait for me.
But Don Leo's right behind us, protested Iggy. If he sees you, well, he'll eat us.
I hope he tries. Teggs smiled. My plan depends on it. Iggy parked the super sub in the water just outside the packing room. As it bobbed on the surface of the water, Teggs jumped out and quickly waded over to another large pipe, half filled with water. Designed to let through tons of shelled ammonites for packing, it was easily big enough to fit a Stegosaurus. And, with a bit of a squeeze, a livid Liopleurodon. Don Leo suddenly burst out of the water, ready to bite. His terrifying teeth missed Teggs's neck by millimeters. Whew, Tegg whistled. You know, I liked Mira a whole lot better than Don Leo. I liked you a whole lot better when you're lining my stomach, growled Don Leo. Don't hold your breath, said Teggs. He bashed Don Leo on the nose with his tail. Come here, Don Leo roared in anger. Teggs waded off down the pipe, with the Liopleurodon slithering right behind him, trying to squeeze through. A few seconds later, he splashed out into the packing room. Panting for breath, he turned on the machines. The conveyor belt jerked forward. Metal scoops swung down from the ceiling. Don Leo wriggled along through the shallow water after Teggs. He looked furious. Catch me if you can, cried Teggs. He climbed up onto the clinking conveyor belt. I'd chase you onto dry land if I had to, Don Leo snarled. Somehow, he managed to flip himself out of the water and onto the conveyor belt right behind Teggs. Now they were both heading straight for the wrapping machine. Don Leo laughed nastily.
I've got you now, you stupid stegosaur!
Tegs just smiled. Actually, I think you'll find I've got you. Just before he could fall into the wrapping machine, Tegs jumped off the conveyor belt. He hit the water safely with an enormous splash, but it was too late for Don Leo. He couldn't flip himself out of the way in time.
No!
Yelled the Leopleurodon as he tumbled into the wrapping machine. Tegs held his breath as the machine rattled and shook. Then it bulged like a balloon. Stream. Tegs held his breath as the machine rattled and shook. Then it bulged like a balloon. Steam started to spurt from its insides. But finally, out popped Don Leo, all wrapped up on a long plastic tray. Only his head, tail, and flippers were left sticking out.
Oh, get me out of here!
Yelled the Leopleurodon, struggling furiously. But the conveyor belt moved him quickly on. He was tipped into a large wooden crate. Robot arms placed the lid on top and nailed it in place. Finally, the crate was shoved off into the water with a big splash. There, said Tegs. That should hold you till you've calmed down a bit.
What about my ship?
Came Don Leo's muffled voice. I think your test flight is over, said Tegs. That ship will never fly again, but your crew are still safely sleeping. If you promise to be good, I'm sure the Cryptocleidos will help you all get back home to your home planet.
And what if we're not good? Said Don Leo.
I was sent here by the Dinosaur Space Service. They'll be watching you very closely, Teg said sternly. If you know what's good for you, behave. Just then, Iggy and Cripes splashed into the packing room.
You did it, Iggy beamed. At least we can get on with our fishing in peace, said Cripes.
As soon as you've helped Don Leo and his friends get back home, said Tegs. But don't worry, I think he'll be better behaved from now on.
Suppose so, grumbled Don Leo from his crate.
Well, I think that about wraps things up here. Tegs chuckled. He spoke into his communicator. Arx, Gypsy, it's Tegs. Mission accomplished. Gypsy's voice crackled out. Well done, Captain.
Admiral Rosso will be delighted,
added Arx. Get the shuttle ready, Tegs ordered. Then let's all grab dinner. Somewhere dry. He grinned at Iggy. I'm ready for a 10-course banquet with a big new adventure for dessert. The end.